Welcome to J&N Travels without the end. I'm John from J&N Travels, and I'm participating today in the Helping Hands for Cruising Marathon. Nancy is working, so I'm trying to pull this alone. So what we're going to do is basically just have a fun hour. I've gone into the vaults in the of past shows and pulled out all sorts of my Name This answer. It's a game we play on Sundays, and we'll play a long version of that. So hopefully you guys will participate. But a little intro to the reason I'm here. Sean Nalana from Down Under Cruises, along with the help from Spikers and Us and More, established a charity to bring people that may never have an opportunity to do a cruise and give them a once-in-a-lifetime trip. And this marathon is so that people hopefully can contribute. Now, I think I had a lot of issues in the last hour. My other computer crashed, which had a lot of my stuff on it. So I'm going with just this one screen. And I'm hoping that I pinned the number correctly up top for the PayPal. Let me take a quick peek on. So hopefully it's pinned at the top. If someone could tell me that, I would appreciate it. Let's see. Just quickly, guys, hold on. I'm trying to bring up maybe a. No, can't do that either. Okay, so we'll just have to stick with this, and you guys can tell me if I'm following up at all. So, welcome in, everyone. Thank you for coming in and participating. Like I said, it's a charity to help people out that are less fortunate and may have either financial or disabilities, physical disabilities, stuff like that, and gives them a chance to go on a cruise ship. So it's a great opportunity to help out if you want. If for some reason I did not pin it, could someone tell me if it's pinned at the top, the PayPal? If it's not, then I'll have to crawl into get the address. I'm not sure if you have any mods out there yet. I haven't looked at the chat, but if I do, if you could throw up the PayPal account, I would greatly appreciate it. So let's look at the chat first, and always can appreciate the thumbs up if people are willing to do that for me. So let me go through the chat, and then we'll go into the game. Looks like first one in the chat is RV on the Wayside, and I've seen them in the last few, so they seem to be the first one in the chats. Jeffrey Resendez, welcome in. Najuma Brown, thank you for joining us. Travel Tour Taste. Watched their show early this morning. James Cantonese, thank you for coming in. Glenn Miller, thank you very much for popping in, who's also part of the TTT. Call me Via. And Larry did a nice job of really kind of talking about this charity on this live just about an hour ago. Been a lot of great lives today so far. I've been able to watch most of them. I overslept for the first couple. Spikers, who are helping sponsor, and Us and More, both of who are sponsoring, helping Down on the Cruises sponsor this cruisathon. Fantastic Studios, thank you for coming in. Glad you like the shirt. Figure the shirt and have to know what to wear, but figure, yeah, cruising, right? And it's coming around the corner, and it's actually 90 degrees outside today in New Hampshire. For any of you that think I might have snow out there still. Let's see. Some accolades going back and forth. Kenny's in here. Hello, Kenneth. Another fan of the shirt. Thank you very much to Travel and Tour for popping in, giving us that thumbs up. We always appreciate it. Scroll on me. TTT Live. Okay, thank you, RV. It is pinned. You know, I did all this ahead of time, and for some reason, the internet on one computer, I have to run it off a cable. And it's not working. I have a feeling I tripped over the cable when I went to get my beer. So that was not good. So I'm working just on this one. So I can't monitor what you guys are seeing. I can only monitor what's in StreamYard. Hello, Journey with the Dinges. Fun show you had earlier. Let's see, Lovey's Fat Life. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so those are all the ones right now in the live. So let me just head over to the game. As you can see in the background here, I have the items for the stats for thumbnail for the cruisathon today. So I am sitting here alone, so I decided they're not going to do any talking. They're just strictly here for support. But I decided to ask a few my friends from New York just to sit in on me. So I hope you guys will say hello to them and acknowledge them, and I'll do the talking. They'll do the support. Okay, so hey, Larry, welcome in. So let's go right into this game. Let's try and have a little fun with this game here. Now, we're all here for one purpose, and that purpose is for helping hands. The game is Name This. We play it every Sunday, and the first category we're going to go with is Name This Superhero. So if you throw these on the screen, I have a bunch of these, and we'll go until our time is up, unless people want to chat back and forth, and then I'll pause and we'll chat a little bit. Welcome in, Traveling with Nick. That is correct. Aquaman, one of my favorite superheroes. I wish they would at least make a good movie of it. None of the movies are that good. This was a popular movie, and they were making a sequel, and then the main actor passed away. So let's see. Try this again. No, I must have tripped on it. Okay. Welcome in, Will Cooper. It is Black Panther, and RV also said Black Panther, and a tour of others said Black Panther. Next superhero. How many of you guys are big Marvel fans and have watched a lot of this stuff on TV or at the theaters? Hey, welcome in, Eric B. Thank you for joining us. That is correct. It takes someone from across the pond to get Captain America, and then followed by a bunch of others. This one's a little trickier. I guess if you're a big Netflix fan, you probably know this one. And Larry, that was your you haven't done a live in a while, so that was very good coming back in. I think we have a Marvels fan here. Name this superhero. Okay, let's see. That is correct. That was an interesting movie. I'm trying to remember the plot line on it too. I think he was from hell or something like that. Yeah, I like the movie. Small but powerful. Rocket Raccoon. Yes, Rocket Raccoon. Now, this is an easy one. So a lot of good stuff, a lot of great stuff going on in the travel industry right now. You people on the West Coast must be thrilled. You got Disneyland back open. East Coast, they've almost eliminated everything for the theme parks. So everyone get into the theme parks, and more good news coming out with cruising. Really, it looks to me from everything I've been reading. That's right. Superman or Supperman, whichever way you want to go. Anyone know his name? Give me his name and his character nickname. So the cruising in Florida, and a lot of you people are from Florida. It's a fascinating story right now. Right now, the only thing that looks like there's holding up cruising down there, from everything I've read, is the governor down there. So hopefully they'll work something out with him behind closed doors. It is the Thing. That's correct. Does anyone know his actual name? I mean, we know him by the Thing. I'm just curious. That's okay, Heather. It was correct. Fantastic Four. Yeah, it was. His name was Ben. This is a cartoon version of this guy. He's been in a few movies. These ones are usually pretty good. You know, Heather, I've been wondering how the heck you guys get such good internet. I was watching you on Friday night. Such good internet over in a remote area in a trailer. Are they really pumping in the internet that well now to campgrounds? That's right. All these are right. X-Men, Wolverine, Logan. The first part of this movie was very good. I liked it a lot. I didn't think the second one was as good. Why won't you work? Let's try it. And it is Wonder Woman. Yep, a lot of Wonder Woman fans. You know, that's why you say that, Larry. That was one of Linda Carter, was one of mine too. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Okay, so that's the first section of our game. Again, to remind everyone why we are here, for Helping Hands for Cruising. I've pinned the PayPal at the top of the chat. Anyone that can contribute would be great. There's also, I probably should bring it up here. There's also a Facebook. So many things here. I think that's a Facebook. Okay. That is a Facebook page. I'll leave that up for a little while. So between that and the PayPal at the top of the chat. Okay. Name this athlete. He's donning my local favorite colors right now, the New England Patriots, and he's now moved south to win himself another Super Bowl. Should be a pretty easy one. Heather, you're very good at that game, unless Dwight's giving you all the answers. That is correct, Mr. Yeah, that sounds like Eric. Sound like Blaine on that. Tom Shady. Love it. Gotta love it. Another one originally from Boston on my most hated athletes list. The steroid kid, the one who tried to blame his wife for his steroids. Let's see. Okay. All right, I have no idea. Excuse me, sir. He was not near me. I didn't say he was. I just was asking, just was inquiring. Okay, I was going to say there's got to be people who know him. Mr. Clemens. Well, there aren't. I think he's probably the only baseball athlete in this group. So another Clemens. You know what, Heather? Yeah, just threw that out there. But you know, Babe Ruth was a pitcher too, so you got it half right. So if you're keeping score, give yourself half a point. Okay, so Mr. Roger Clemens. Now we have a soccer player. It's funny how much bad at soccer as a lot of you are at other sports, and I actually have to double check the name here to see who this was, because it's been a while since I did this. Let's see, who do we got? Yeah. Ronaldo. Raul Torres from Portugal. Will got it right too. One of the top, I mean, I've heard the name. I'm not a big soccer fan, so I haven't followed his career at all, but one of the top soccer players. Another famous player, but a little dates me a little because I watched this guy live. Most of you probably didn't. I actually have down here, Eric, his name is being Cristiano Ronaldo. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I had down here. I have nothing to back that up on. And that is correct. This is Mr. Gretzky, one of the great of all time. He was fun to watch. He goes back to my days watching the Bruins with Bobby Orr, who was my favorite hockey player of all time. Okay, Heather, he's not a Duck, but he actually was an Edmonton Oiler, I think, in this picture. You can't really... Gretzky, the great one. He certainly was. Next athlete. This should be a very easy. Heather, you should even get this one right. And then no one ever saw him play. I still think he is the greatest basketball player of all time. I think he blows away most of the other ones. And I don't even think LeBron James is in the same conversation with him. I'm sure a lot of you disagree with me. Yeah, everyone knows him. Look at that. I'm not even going to click them all. It's just two. Everyone knows Mr. Jordan. That's right, Kenneth. You can guess just like Heather's doing. This is where you lose me. Let's see. I've got to check my notes for this. All right. Just see how many of you know her. He does Mooch's golf betting. My stepdad, really? Yeah, I heard he had quite a problem with his betting in general, let alone his golf betting. That's right, Najuma. That was Mr. Jordan. So anyone know this young lady? See, like, that's as good as I could do. I looked and I figured that was figure skating, but I couldn't go beyond that without looking at my notes. Anyone know her name? It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Superman in a dress. Killed my hero complex. I know a lot of this stuff that comes out after an athlete retires. You kind of hold them up here, and then all of a sudden you hear this news and it comes out. It's not so great. So does anyone know who she is? This is interesting. No one knows who this young lady is. I will give you the answer to this. Heather. You know, it's the only one that's guessed, though, so you are the closest. But it is not Heather. This is, see if I'm saying it right, Kara Corpy. Kara Corpy. Let's go with another young lady. Doesn't anyone know other than the major sports? Come on. But just how bad I am. I could tell you the team sports, but give me these individual athletes for the most part, and I have a tough time. Let's see. Okay, Larry's at least getting the sports right here. This one's skiing. That is correct. Tommy Dodson, excellent. I don't know if I welcome you in, Tommy Dodson, but thank you for coming in. And traveling with Nick P. Thank you for coming in. Vaughn, Lindsey Vaughn. Okay, so you guys know your skiers, just don't know your figure skaters. Lindsey Vaughn. Yep. You know, it's interesting. No one knows their figure skaters, but they certainly know their skiers. This should be an easy one for everyone out there. Probably my favorite boxer of all time. I don't know, Heather, there's at least two people in the chat that thought that was you in that figure skating picture, so I guess you got to give yourself a little more credit. And there we are. We're getting one after the other. Ali. Right, you never got Ali. Yeah, that's right. And which name you want to go by, Cassius Clay or Muhammad Ali, but these are all correct. Well, you know the slogan, Heather, that's good. Where is it here? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Yeah, I agree with you. Who said it? Okay, Larry. So who is this famous tennis player? His mama named him Clay. Emma called him Clay. Yeah, we do have some tennis. That is correct. Yep. Very angry tennis player who wants to punch the net. Yeah, I don't know if it's a net he wants to punch, Heather, but he does look angry. Must have missed the last point. Another great tennis player, this young lady. I did not know that, Kenneth. Remember Lindsey Vaughn because she used to date Tiger Woods. Yeah, I like Tiger Woods too as a golfer. I didn't realize the two of them had dated. Okay, let's see. We've got a Serena and a Serena and a Serena and a Serena. And Heather falls with another Serena and a Serena. Excellent. A lot of people know her. See, don't sell yourself short, Heather. You know a lot of these. You've guessed 2 or 3 of them right. Okay, next one. Another young lady, top of her game. And since I do not follow gymnastics, I'm going to have to take this one at face value. But I have seen highlights of her career. No, not Vanessa. It was Serena. Yeah, Larry, I've not heard any updates on Tiger Woods after his accident. If anything came of it or about his rehab. Well, Kuba does not think that she'll tie the Grand Slam titles record. Okay, first of all, Larry's got the right sport. We'll go to his sport guess first. And this is Biles. Biles, a.k.a. Raphael. Interesting. Trying to think what his daughter's name was. Yeah, Raphael's daughter is big into gymnastics. Okay, so it is Biles. You're all correct. And the last one in our sports area, this is a great runner. She just won the Olympics not too long ago. Yeah, did you guys read in the paper today? They were saying that, or I guess online, I should say, not the paper. Again, dating myself. It's talking about how the Olympics are 100% on now, even though the majority of the country, the people there want it postponed or canceled. But you know where the money is. Okay, I don't know if I could argue you one way. Oops, wrong one. Best American gymnast ever, I don't know for a fact. I'm going to take your word for it. And the last one in the athlete section is Usain Bolt. Interesting name, huh? I've watched him run a few times, and is he fast? Okay, why are we here, guys? We are here for Helping Hands for Cruising. And we have the PayPal link pinned to the top of the chat if anyone would like to donate. And when am I put? Well, I'll put up during the next break. I'll put the Facebook page up again. But if you'd like to donate, that's where to find the PayPal link, top of my chat. Oops. Okay, this is Name This Board Game. We've all played board games. How many of you guys took this board game or got it for Christmas or owned it and then just started playing it by reading the trivia questions and not moving around the board waiting? Larry said that was the last one for Usain Bolt. You were correct. He's getting all the categories correct. Heather said, Helping Hands for Cruising. No, you're right. Travel Tour Taste is right. It's Trivial Pursuit. Monopoly, which was a game my wife and son played all the time, was not the right answer. Trivial Pursuits. Thank you for putting that up, Larry. That is the Facebook page right there, so I don't have to go hunting for it. Larry's one of my moderators, and I'd like to thank all my moderators, too, for helping out. Couldn't do this stuff without them, especially when my wife abandoned me today. Trivial Pursuit, Trivial Pursuit. I know, but how many people, Tommy, look close enough? It's funny. I've done this for quite a while, these games, and sometimes the answer's right in the picture. And I don't think to edit it out. I missed it or something. Yeah, that's another thing, trying to memorize the cards. But the biggest thing with me was you get sick of going around, because I think the way the game went is you went around the board and you had to land on one of those squares like at the bottom just to get the trivia question. And you get bored with that. You want to do the trivia part. So we would just basically move around and read the trivia question. If you got it right, you get the piece of pie. Never seen that, really. I'm not sure how old this game is, but this game was back quite a ways. Let's see. I'm not even sure I know really how to play that game. This is not one of the top games. I was a big chess player, and what's the other one? Mancala? Mancala was a fun game, if that's the right name. Okay, now we have the link, I think, pinned to the top of our page, but Larry has also put it in here if for some reason people can't see that. Traveling with Nick Pete. That is correct. It is backgammon. Maybe someday, Larry, you can teach me how to play this game, because I don't think I've ever learned the proper way to play it. This is not a popular game of mine, but I did know this, and hope I'm not being sounding sexist here, but it seemed like anyone that had a teenage girl in the house had this game. Yep. Life. Remember that one? You drive around. I think this was when you drove around with a little car, and you'd do stuff to get a family. Let's see, is there a car in this picture? I don't see one. But you'd build a family, and you'd fill the car up with a family, and something like that. This was a fun game. These are harder questions for me. I know my sport, like family games. It's funny that we were when I grew up, we played a lot of these family games, and my kids were not. It must be, the times with the social media and everything's electronic, but my kids won't sit down. We have stacks of these games downstairs on the shelf. My kids won't sit down and play with us. Well, could you though? Did you have the option of putting the wife back there with the kids and maybe keeping the family dog up in the front seat? I'm not sure. Nope, this is not a digital clock. It is the game Clue. Remember the rope in the pantry, or I forget how it went now. As you can tell, these games were quite old since I last played them. Larry has put up the link to Kenneth's testimony about the group cruise. So if anyone's interested in just hearing Kenneth himself talk about it, follow this link. Clue? Yep, Clue and Clue. Travel adventures. Yeah, Mom used to just send us all outside, and we played soldiers or something like that. Board games didn't come up until when I was a kid. It was the little soldiers, like you're saying. My brother was Hot Wheels, and then I think it was after that. I'm not sure if it was at the tail end of when I was a child, and it was GI Joes. And that's basically what we played. You use your imagination. Everything wasn't there in front of you on some kind of electronic device. And it is Clue. I actually like this game. This is not as old as some of these games. And I've actually seen this game go by two different names. I'm interested to see what names you guys come out with. We played cards all the time in kinds of games. Yeah, cards was a big thing as I got older too. Kenny did it in the conservatory with the lead pipe. I was trying to think of how that phrase went. That's exactly right. It was such a simple mystery game too. There wasn't a lot to it, but it seemed so sophisticated back when I was a kid playing it. Okay, now I'm not going to dispute any of your names if you know this by a different name. I knew it by RV on my side, knew it by Go. Travel to a Taste, knew it by Othello. I knew it by Othello, but then I heard someone else actually call it Reversi. So, yeah, so several people knew it the same way I did as Othello. It's a fun game. The thing was that you would put, like, if you put a black piece and there were 4 white pieces and there was a black piece on each side, it would turn over all the white pieces and make them black. And you were trying to get as many of your color by the end of the game. This I enjoy. This really put your mind to work. The funny thing is, I never owned this game. My mother-in-law had it down at her house, and when I was looking for something to do, I'd get on and grab this game, and I'd sit in the room and just play this. That's pretty good. Let's see, where is it here? That's very, very well said, Tommy. Future edition, he's talking about Clue, will be Kenny did it at the buffet with Tabasco sauce. And who did he do it to? He did it to Larry. Okay, so you did call it by Othello too. No, this looks like a cribbage board, but it's not. This is when you put the pegs. I'm trying to think how to do it. If you looked at the bottom part here, someone would put those colors, and then you would just put random colors here, and you'd try and match them to the ones underneath that you couldn't see. And you'd keep on replacing them, and you had to reach the top of the board there. It's actually pretty fun. You wouldn't think so. Okay, here's a link. Oh, thank you very much, Larry. Adventures Spikers is the channel coming up next, and this is a link to their live feed. Spikers Crazy Adventures. Okay, not cribbage. I had this one, don't remember the name. That is it. Bing. Mastermind. Excellent. Yeah, Kenneth is talking about the previous one, Othello. It does look like a bunch of Oreo cookies. Okay, so we determined it was Mastermind. This one should be easy for everyone. This was a favorite of mine growing up. I was actually the sixth grade? 5th grade chess champion at my school. Something to be proud of, right? No, and of course, then I just gave the name of it. So, Freudian slip. None of you would have ever gotten it. Yeah, chess, 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 chess. Another question here. This kind of goes to the old Trivial Pursuit question. How many of you guys get sick of going around the board to build this thing and just built it? And that's really all you have to do with the game. We used to build this and run it and then feel content. Hey, Mr. Vizzo, Mr. Raphael, the ex-con, he's in freedom now. I'm assuming, Raphael, you made it home safely. I enjoyed his little adventures all week. He took us on excursions, even though he was in solitary confinement down in the Dominican Republic. Mousetrap, that is correct. Anyone else do like me and just build a mousetrap and have fun playing it? Castle me, not king me, yeah. We'll never play chess, just checkers. Yeah, there's another one. Tommy's like me, never completed the game. You're right. You open the box, it looked really cool. You'd build that that whole, whatever you want to call it. You'd run the marble through it, and you were done for the day. Okay, again, this is a link. Kenneth, another one of my moderators, has put up for the next live at 4 o'clock, which is Spikers. Hey, welcome in, Tyler. Thank you for joining us. I saw Tyler on, what day was it? Yesterday morning? I was at work working midnight shift, and I actually sat and watched 3 hours of a cruise ship coming into port down the Mardi Gras down to Florida. Just had my computer going for 3 hours, and he was one of the many creators I saw in the background on some of these photo ops. That must have been a lot of fun, Tyler, huh? Connect Four. We just gave away 2 of these games. Everyone seems to know this game. Another one that everyone probably knows. Have you ever seen the new ones that have come out? They are so cheap, the way they're made. If you have any of the original of any of these games, hold on to them. Yep. Operation. Oh, did I miss one? Operation. Scares Larry. Doesn't like seeing the body laying like that. I can't blame you, I guess. It is Operation. 2 more in this category. This is one that it's one of the few games that my wife and I still play. Yeah, we knew everyone would get that one. Scrabble. Sometimes my favorite game, our first date, we played this game. Have you played it since, Larry? That is my question to you. So if you can't spell, you probably should buy a game of Scrabble. That would help you out. Only kidding. Oops. Did I do that one? Oh, yeah. Okay. This is the last game. That last in this category. Okay, yep. Everyone got that. So this Larry has not played Scrabble with Amanda since they stopped. Okay, we go on to the next section, but before we do a commercial break, we are here for Helping Hands for Cruising. If anyone would like to donate, I pinned the PayPal at the top. This is a charity to bring people who probably never will experience a cruise in their life onto a cruise ship. So if you'd like to donate, the PayPal's at the top of it, and we've put a couple times up the Facebook link if anyone wants to go read about it. If you can't find the Facebook link, let me know. I'll stick it up there again. So our next category is Name This Monster. Well, Larry hasn't played that ever since they dated. Past the jail now. Played that yesterday with grandchild, and he wiped me out. Yep, this is Beetlejuice. Now you can name one or both of them. Drinks are gone. Right. You can name Frankenstein, which is on the right. That's funny. You know, I didn't remember that, Raphael, until you just put that down. That's right. If you said three, I can't remember what happened. I watched the movie when it first came out, which, God, it's got to be many years ago now. And that's right. Avi got both of them. And Travel Tour. That is right. It's Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein. One of my favorite bad guys. Yep. Everyone knows Chucky. How many of those movies have they made now? Is it like 5 of them or something like that? I think another one just came out a year or two ago. Oh, the creators, they got it right. This is a trifecta. Give me one or all of these. These are very traditional monsters. Arvine with G, thank you for joining us. I don't think I acknowledged you before. We are doing a game that we usually run on Sunday. It's called Name This, and it's different categories. Right now, we're doing Name This Monster. Look at that. I'm telling you. I don't know if that's Glenn or not, but he quite the movie buff. Mummy, Werewolf, Dracula. Yep. Nicely done. I watched this when I was a kid. I remember staying up late. They had a thing called, anyone remember a series called Creature? It's a Creature double feature or a late night creature show. It was very late at night, and they would play these old black and white horror movies. Being on the waste side, I think is acknowledging, okay, George. So for a minute there, I thought you were acknowledging George Costanza back there. No, it's actually not called Swamp Man. Good guess, but no, yeah, this is actually the one right there. Creature from the Black Lagoon. They had a couple of those movies too. Swamp Thing was later on. Never forget that first movie. It was Adrienne Barbeau, if anyone remembers her, was starring in it with the Creature. Aquaman. Yeah. We did have an Aquaman earlier, Raphael, but this is not him. So yes, this Creature from the Black Lagoon is what this character is. Name this monster. Okay, let's see. You know, I've never watched this. Several movies in this series. There's the Friday the 13th series, and there's this Nightmare on Elm Street series. I've never watched them, but I'm very familiar with the bad guys. Yeah, you all got that. I'm not even going to click them on because everyone said it. I didn't think he was that well known. This one. Curious to see if any of you know this one. In fact, I got to look this one up. I just have it down here as the movie. It's not the character name, but the movie he was in. He's one of them. So do you know what he is? Larry, you can get these hats. It's probably the same place you can get the shirt. These are all, everything was always bought from an island that we stopped at. Hellboy, that's a good guess. Hellboy looks a lot like Hellboy. This is a movie. It was a made-for-TV movie. It was back when special effects were really crude. And I actually liked the movie, but I wanted to try and see if I could find it again. But it probably goes back many years. No, it's not the devil. I'll tell you who it is. So this was from a movie called Gargoyles, and there was this population of gargoyles like him. I know, way before. No one got that one right. One of the more popular masks at Halloween time. Okay, let's see. That's Scream. It is from Scream. I'm actually going to move a little faster because we only got about 7 minutes left here. It is from the movie Scream. It's the actual costume is called Ghostface. I think it is. Yeah. This actually has a name. You can give me the movie or the name, but this character actually has a name. And the character on the left, I think if you dropped water on it, it would turn to the character on the right. Yep. It's from Gremlins. And his name, it's right. You got both. Gremlins and Gizmo. Excellent. Okay. And I'm going to, as soon as I see an answer, guys, I'm going to move on just so we can get some of these in. So around the time, it is the Invisible Man. One who guessed that is absolutely correct. Now, the monster is in the back. The monster is not the guy with the axe. The monster is behind him. That's right. Raphael, you're kind of half right. His good personality was probably Frosty, but it is Jack Frost. This is about someone who died, and they went into a snowman, and the snowman was killing everyone. Okay, so two more of these. Okay, let's see. Jason, that is correct. Friday the 13th. Last one on the monsters. The movie he was in was It, right? Pennywise it was a movie. I'll get the movie, and Pennywise was the actual bad guy. Again, we are here for Helping Hands for Cruising. If you'd like to make a donation, we have it pinned at the top of our chat. If you don't, then that's fine too. Let's see, what do we get here for about 5 minutes left. So name this Disney dog. Let's see, this Disney movie. What I said? Let's see what I said. I said name this Disney dog. Okay, so the movie. We've got 4 of these. 101 Dalmatians. That is correct. Kind of an obscure one. I'm not sure how many of you even saw this next movie. Bolt. Yeah, you're right. One of my old-time favorites. I actually saw this at the drive-in. The black and white original with why can't I give his name? My Three Sons. Fred MacMurray. Superbug. For anyone's interested, 2,588 in Australian money raised so far. 200. Okay, that's 203 in USA money. Excellent. Thank you for everyone who's contributed. That's great. Digby. I don't know. Is Digby the name of the dog? Why does that ring a bell? It is. It's not that. This one was Shaggy. Was a Shaggy dog. There was a sequel, Shaggy DA. Okay, an easy one here. Lady and the Tramp is correct. Never been to a drive-in. We still try and go once a year just for nostalgia purposes. Okay, name this bug. We're running out of time here, so it's probably going to be the last category. So name this bug movie. Or bug. Or bug movie. Okay, nope, not Bug's Life. It is, good guesses, guys, but it is Ants. All you people that guessed Ants, it is Ants. I had no idea what this was, and I think if you have younger kids, it's probably more of this generation now. This one is called, interesting, see if anyone gets it. No idea what it is. Let's see. Oh, looks like we're running out of time here. So I'm going to give you this one. It's called Beat Bugs. And this will be the last one, guys, right here. Can anyone guess this one? Boy, I actually had a couple more sheets of these games, but didn't realize how quickly it would eat up time. So this is the last one. Larry, if you are still there, if anyone wants to post Spiker's link one more time in the chat. And yes, it is Bugs Bunny. Okay. So thank you everyone for participating. Thank you for coming to the Cruisathon. Just to go over it one more time, this is a benefit to try and put money into a coffer for a charity where every year a person who will never have been able to experience a cruise can go on a cruise. And this is, I think, the first fundraiser that they, down at the Cruises put together with the help of Spikers and Us and More. And people are giving contributions through a PayPal account, which we have pinned in our chat if anyone would like to donate to that. There's also a Facebook page if you want to go to the Facebook for this charity and kind of read more about it. Kenny just put up the Spiker's link, and I want to thank everyone who came in. And have a good rest of the weekend. It's nice and warm here, so have a good one. It's going to count down my last 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us.